membership value assignment. In last class, we have stopped at this point. Membership value assignment. So the membership value can be assigned by following methods. Usually we have intuition, inference, rank ordering, and inductive reasoning. Okay, these are the four methods for assigning the membership values. Okay, in the intuition, it is derived from the capacity of humans to develop membership function through their own intelligence and understanding. It involves some knowledge about the issue which we are considering, can also involve true values based on linguistic knowledge. Okay, intuition. For example, temperature. Temperature fuzzy variables can be cold, very cold, hot, very hot. Inference. Okay. Next method of membership function assignment is inference. So in this case, we use knowledge to perform deductive reasoning. Okay, we wish to deduce or infer a conclusion from the body of facts and knowledge. So we are deducing the reasoning. Okay, suppose, for example, if you are considering triangle, we can say nearly isosceles, nearly right angled, nearly equilateral triangle. Okay, from the knowledge we are having, we will be reasoning, we will be deriving certain reasoning from the facts available. Okay, facts available. Rank ordering. So here, third method is membership function assignment. Third method is rank ordering. So in this case, preferences of assessment by a single individual or a poll or other opinion based methods used to assign membership values to fuzzy variables. So here, angular fuzzy sets, they differ from ordinary fuzzy sets. Okay, your angular fuzzy sets will be varying from 0 to 2 pi. The angular fuzzy sets will be varying from 0 to 2 pi. For example, if you are considering AC motors have special advantage over DC motor. That is, AC motors rotate unidirectional. Sorry, DC motors rotate unidirectional, whereas AC motors can rotate in both directions. So next one is types of logic, types of fuzzy logic. Here you have two types of fuzzy logics: predicate logic and propositional logic. Okay, in the predicate logic, we contains variables. The predicate logic contains variables. Okay, you can express in one or more variables defined on some specific domain.
Calculation, we know that the Newton's second law engineer F is equal to ma. F అంటే resultant force acting on F అంటే
So here a predicate is an expression of one or more variables defined on some specific domain. Okay, so you may be quantifying the variable predicate. Actual meaning of predicate is you are estimating. Okay, you are predicting the solution, predicting the solution. Okay, so some of the examples here are indicated as some of the examples. Let exy, that indicates x is equal to y. Okay, this one, first one, x is equal to y. Next one is denoting x of a comma b comma c, which is denoting a plus b plus c is equal to 0. M comma mxy denotes x is married to y. Okay, you are predicting this logic. Okay, next one is your propositional logic. Here propositional logic is a collection of some statements which are having either true value or true value to be false, true value to be true or true value to be false. Okay, a proposition consists of propositional variables and connectives. Propositional variables and connectives. The propositional variables usually indicated by capital letters, and connectives are or, and, complement. Some of the connectives are negation, which is nothing but complement, implication, and if and only if. Okay, so a few examples of propositions are given below. Man is mortal. Man is mortal. It returns a true value, true. So second expression, if you are observing the second expression here, 12 plus 9 is equal to 3 minus 2, which returns a true value to be false. Okay. So likewise, you require a declarative statement for proposition logic. So if you are observing here, A is less than 2, because A is not specified with certain value. It is because you have no specific value for A. So it cannot be a proposition logic. Why? Because A is specifically not mentioned with certain value. So we cannot say whether the statement is true or false. So some of the connectives used in this fuzzy logic, where you may be using predictive logic or proposition logic. Okay, 5 connectives we will be learning. So in the propositional logic, we use 5 connectives, or usually indicated with the double V symbol. And indicated with inverted V, inverted double V symbol. Okay, negation or not, simply two dashes. Implication, if then, one side arrow. Okay, indicated with one side arrow. If and only if, two sides arrows. So the OR operation of two propositions A and B is true if at least any of the proposition variables is true. Okay, the truth table for two propositions A and B. Okay, so the output is true if at least any of the proposition variables is true. So in simple OR gate truth table, we have the same OR operation. Okay, so next, please note down these truth tables in the fuzzy logic connectives. In the fuzzy logic connectives, we are using 5 types of connectives. OR, first one. So if A is true, B is true, A or B is also true. If A is true, B is false. A or B is also true. Either of the A and B is true, output will be true. So in the last case, you can see both A and B are false. So output is resulting in false. Okay. Next, AND operation. So AND operation of two propositions, usually written as A and B, is true if both the proposition variables are true. A and B are true. Otherwise, false. Okay, here you can see in the table, if A is true, B is true, A and B, AND operation is also true. If A is true, B is false. A and B is false. Likewise, it is repeated for other cases also. It is repeated for other cases. Next, negation. The negation of proposition is false when A is true and is true when A is false. Okay, nothing but a complement. Next, implication or if then. The implication usually is indicated with one side arrow. Is the proposition if A then B. It is false if A is true and B is false. The rest cases are true. So here you can observe in the implication A is true, B is true. A implication B is also resulting in true value. If A is true, B is false, implication A implication B is also false. So if last case, if both A and B are false, then implication is true. Next one is if and only if. Biconditional logical connective, which is true when P and Q are same. That is, both are false or both are true. Okay. P and Q or A and B. You can make use of any sort of variables, either A and B or P and Q. Okay, please note down this truth table for if and only if. If A is true, B is true, then A and B are logically connected with the same value, the truth value. Okay, if A is true, B is false. If and only if condition is false. If any of A and B are false, then your resultant will be false. If both are true, both are false. A and B are true and A and B are false. Then you have output value to be true value. Okay. In the previous case, implication based on B value. Based on B value, your implication if then condition is given out. Okay, if A is true, B is true, A implication B is also true. So B is false, then A implication B is false. B is true, then A implication B is also true. But it is not the case in the last case when both A and B are false. The implication is resulting in true, which is quite opposite. Okay, please note down these truth tables for all the five connectives or similar to your logical OR gate and similar to your logical AND gate, negation, complement, implication, and if and only if. If and only if. So next thing you need to learn is how to develop this rule base or your decision making system. So fuzzy logic is completely rule based. So human being is always comfortable making conversations in natural language. So using natural language expression, you can represent human knowledge. Okay, already if then rule we have learned in our last class. If antecedent, then consequent. This statement is referred as fuzzy if then rule base. So usually you will be able to express your fuzzy logic rule base in canonical form. Canonical form here you can see if condition C1, then restriction R1. Condition C1, then restriction R2. So on n number of rules. Okay, canonical form. Next one is interpretation of fuzzy if then rules. Can be interpreted in the following forms. Okay, assignment statement. Assignment statement. These kinds of statement use equal to sign. Okay, assignment statement. A is equal to hello. Climate is equal to summer. Present the climate is very hot. Conditional statement. Second one. First one is assignment. Second one is conditional statements. So this kind of statements use if then rule base form for the purpose of condition. So if, for example, if the temperature is high, then climate is very hot. If food is fresh, then eat. Okay, conditional statements. Next, unconditional statements. Unconditional, without any restriction or without any condition. Here, randomly you are given some steps to follow. Go to step number 10. Turn the fans off. Okay, unconditionally. There is no condition to be followed in this unconditional statement. Next one is fuzzy inference system. So we have learned fuzzification, converting crisp values to fuzzy values or fuzzier set. Okay. Next one, FIS, fuzzy inference system, which is the basic unit for your fuzzy logic system, which makes decision as its primary work. Okay, so it uses this fuzzy inference system uses if then rules along with the connectives and or complement, implication, if then rules. Okay, to derive certain decision rules, this fuzzy inference system will be using all the connectors along with the if then rules. Okay, some of the characteristics of fuzzy inference system, that is the output from fuzzy inference system is always a fuzzy set, irrespective of its input, which can be fuzzy or crispy. Okay, please note down these characteristics. It is necessary to have fuzzy output when it is used as a fuzzy controller. So along with the fuzzification block, a defuzzification unit also must be there to convert your fuzzy variables into crisp variables. Okay, so these are the three characteristics of fuzzy inference system. So always the output of fuzzy inference system should have fuzzy set, whatever may be the input to your FIS, the output should be fuzzy. Okay, it can be crispy also, So it is very essential to have fuzzy output when it is used as a controller. Along with this FIS, you need one defuzzification unit to convert fuzzy variables into crisp variables. Okay, to convert fuzzy variables into crisp variables. So how does this FIS is working? Okay, so in the fuzzy inference system, you have fuzzification unit. Okay, the fuzzification unit, knowledge-based, rule-based database, and defuzzification unit. Okay, first of all, the fuzzification unit supports with numerous fuzzification methods to convert crisp values into fuzzy input, crisp input to fuzzy input. Next, the knowledge-based collection of rules or database is used or framed upon the conversion of crisp input into fuzzy input. Okay, just rule based is used. Next, third step is defuzzification unit. Fuzzy input is finally converted to crisp output. That is the working of FIS. You have three major blocks: falsification in the input, defalsification in the output, and in between you have rule based collection. Okay, so functional blocks of FIS, fuzzy inference system. There are 5 functional blocks in the FIS system. So first one, rule base. It contains fuzzy if then rules. Database. It defines membership functions of fuzzy sets used in fuzzy rules. Next, decision making unit. It performs an operation on rules. Fourth one, fuzzification interface unit. It converts crispy quantities to fuzzy quantities. And last one is defuzzification interface unit. This device plays an important role. It converts fuzzy quantities into crisp quantities. So you can go through the block diagram. Please note down this block diagram, all of you. All of you, please note down this block diagram in your notebook. So input to the fuzzy inference unit will be crisp input. So you are converting it to fuzzification. With the process of fuzzification, you are converting it into fuzzy and writing the rules, if then rules using your knowledge base and making a decision unit. Nothing but processing your signals. Finally, defuzzification, which will be used for converting fuzzy output signal to crisp output signal. Okay, so here the FIS system has 4 major blocks. Sorry, 5 major blocks: rule base, database, decision making unit, fuzzification interface unit, defuzzification interface unit. Okay, so there are certain methods for fuzzification. 2 important methods for different consequent of fuzzy rules: Mamdani fuzzy interface system, Takagi Suguno fuzzy model. Okay, these 2 models plays crucial role in the fuzzification process taking place in the fuzzy inference system. Okay, certain steps are there to be followed for this Mamdani fuzzy inference system, or the other method, Takagi Suguno fuzzy model. Okay, so with this we'll end today and we shall continue in next class about this Mamdani and Takagi Suguno fuzzy model. So if you have any queries, please type in chat box. Yes, no queries. Are you able to follow my lecture? Yes. Are you able to follow my lecture? Please respond.